at the evidence that supports the claims that you're making, and let's have a serious discussion. But every time, like this guy, he keeps trying to make a point about, hey, well, you're in control. You have a little bit of control of how you respond to this, of what you're going to do about it, of how you're going to think. But he gets shot down immediately by everyone else in the room who's like, yeah, but systems, yeah, but power, yeah, but history, yeah, but all these structures. And this way of thinking is just like it's a
deleterious mentality
above your head and above your life.
Whack, trash shoulder.
You'll never overcome because you're always focused on proving to people that boogeyman's on your
precluding yourself, hindering yourself.
Let's be adults, let's not be children here. Let's turn the lights on. Let's deal with things. If we can identify specific areas, specific issues, specific structures or people who are racist, engaging in these racist practices or colorism, then yes, let's deal with those. Let's talk about them.
Right.
But if we make them the center of our universe and the only way that we can ever respond to someone saying, hey, well, here's maybe my path forward in life as an individual is, yeah, but you're held back by these structures. That's not getting you anywhere.
Nope.
Yeah,
Word up.
I'm not going to accuse these specific people of being part of this camp, but it's almost like you don't want the issue to go away. Because then you're crutches on. Like, you have nothing to cripple yourself anymore. If these issues,
you cannot
if these issues go away and we can no longer talk about them, then you have no excuse for where you are at in life. And it seems as though everybody who's sitting here is pretty successful. So, like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, well, just to add on that, I think when you have put being an activist against
SJW
this racist system as like an integral part of your identity, of how you find meaning and how you create value for yourself as a person, it's like that story that you're telling yourself is I live in this racist structure and the way that I find meaning in life is by fighting against it. And if that racist structure doesn't exist or isn't as real as you think it is, then your brain is going to filter out evidence against that because you need it to be true in order to justify and rationalize this belief and this story
BS, this
that
garbage.
you staked your life on. That's, the same. I know about this because I come from a hyper religious background where you need things to be true, and
delusion,
that comes
deluding
at the expense
yourself.
of your ability to think critically and to be your true self and be free to be like. And think about if these people. I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant here, but think about if these people weren't held back by this ideology. Like, what could they be focusing on? What value could they be creating in the world? But instead, it's all just about proving to themselves and proving to everyone else that we need to have these conversations.
Victimhood mentality.
We need to
Oppression
describe
mentality.
the ways in which we're oppressed. We need
Scarcity
to look at all the different structures and all this stuff. And that's all it ever is. There's never anything beyond that.
Low vibration.
It's just unfortunate to see, and that it is ultimately sort of limiting to themselves.
It
Yeah,
really is, man. Indubitably, undoubtedly.
Like, hopping on to what you said, it's like not even to invalidate that these things exist, or that like the ideas which you founded this ideology on exist. Colorism exists. People do judge people based off the color of their skin, and some people do give preferential treatment to lighter skinned people. Okay, so what? Now what?
What are you gonna do about it?
Acknowledge? Do we move on? There seems to just be no moving on from the point, and it's always, again, I say colorism exists. I'm talking about like on an individual level. I'm not talking about some sort of systemic, foundational, institutionalized issue that everybody's dealing with on a day-to-day basis. I'm saying, sometimes people make judgments of other people based on what their skin tone looks like. Are those people particularly intelligent? No.
Notions.
So why are you bothering with these people?
Yeah, childish people, immature people.
And it's always, again, I say colorism exists. I'm talking about like on an individual level. I'm not talking about some sort of systemic, foundational, institutionalized issue that everybody's dealing with on a day-to-day basis. I'm saying, sometimes people make judgments of other people based on what their skin tone looks like. Are those people particularly intelligent? No. So why are you bothering with these people, and why are you letting it consume every part?
Don't let it destroy you. Don't let it crush you.
Don't talk about anybody's individual experiences of it unless it's an experience that is affected by colorism in the way that you guys are comfortable with it. Colorism also happens on the other end. When I talk about the internalized racism and how lighter skinned voices, they don't get heard, they don't get pushed out there within the Black community, that I get eye rolls, I get people. There's a reaction to that is very negative and not welcome.
And I'm not in the business of denying people their lived experiences. Like, who am I?
But I'm probably gonna deny your lived experience that you just said. So let's hear. Let's wait. She might be wrong. She might not do it, but I feel like she is going to.
She
certain
was right.
things
She was
happen.
correct.
Like lighter skinned
Her
people
prediction was
have
right.
like certain experiences where they feel invalidated because of their
She's on that
complexion.
hypocritical
We can
time.
also,
And you acknowledge that colorism affects lighter skinned people?
There's no such
It
thing as
definitely
reverse
affects
colorism,
light-skinned
same way there's no
people
such thing
as
as
well.
reverse racism, reverse sexism, and
So I'm not trying to invalidate any of your lived experiences of colorism, but colorism does not happen to you and you cannot experience it.
That's
And she did
crazy.
not. You maybe didn't see her. So do you see? They don't
That's
really
crazy
care about
that-
the issue. They don't really
That's
care
a fact. Yeah, man, that's crazy. They don't think that light-skinned human beings can experience colorism, bro. That's crazy, bro. In one of the parts that I did, I said cannot by mistake. I meant to say I don't think that they don't think that light-skinned individuals can experience racism. That's what I meant to say. Cannot. I said the wrong word, you know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? We all say the wrong words, you know what I mean? But yeah.
the issue. They care about their own victimization and the own, chess piece that they play within what is.
Hold on.
Those of you who maybe didn't see her. So, do you see? They don't really care about the issue. They don't really care about the issue.
Mm-mm.
They care about their own victimization and the own, chess
Terrible.
piece that they play within what is a larger game of just crippling yourself and
Yep.
making you feel like you are oppressed.
You are
every
inca-
turn in
you're
your
in-
life.
you
And
are
do not care what
incapable
happens to other
of
people.
elevating,
You're not here to defend other people who
of achieving
are-
certain things.
maybe actually falling victim to what it is that they're complaining about and talking about. But like I said, we knew that. We knew that to be the case.
reverseism, the
You are not
Defend
incapable.
other
That's
people
a fact.
who are maybe
gotta
actually falling victim
deprogram
to what
and
it is that they're
reprogram your
complaining about
mind.
and talking about.
Reprogram
But
your mind.
like I said, we knew that.
Liberate
Turn in
yourself
your
from
life.
the
They do not care
ideas.
what happens to other people. They do not care to defend other people who are maybe actually falling victim to what it is that they're complaining about and talking about. But like I said, we knew that. We knew that to be the case.
reverseism, that's what I believe.
That's your opinion. not reactive. That's
I
your opinion.
agree in the sense that the experiences you're talking about that circulate around like all this coded language of like you're not actually black or you're not black enough or like quantifying.
Which also happens with white people. I just want to let that.
Speaking.
I'm sorry. I just want to add to your point. Go ahead.
I have experienced versions of that myself, and I do not consider that to be colorism. Colorism is distinctly about a system and resources and visibility and autonomy within those systems.
Invalidate based on our own definition. Even though you're using our own definition to talk about your own experiences, you're not. It's not part of the power system. It's not part of some sort of privilege hierarchy. So everything that you experience, moving on.
Like to add on with
You gotta say something, Caleb?
Yeah, just the irony that this is a panel discussing colorism, and what she's saying to this guy, your experience of being a victim of actual colorism doesn't count because you're in the wrong place on the power
It's
structure.
impossible for a
And
lighter
we're so
skinned
effectively,
individual
we're
to
not talking
experience
about
colorism
we're
in her
talking
eyes, in her mind, in her. Yeah, bro. She's bugging.
saying to this guy, your experience of being a victim of actual colorism doesn't count because you're in the wrong place on the power structure.
Goofy,
And
bro.
we're not talking about colorism. We're talking about power dynamics. We're talking about a worldview that judges everything based on the color of your skin, which it's ironically itself kind of is colorism. So it's funny that your value as a human being, the validity of your experience hinges on the color of your skin.
Crazy, bro.
What is that if not colorism?
Right. Exactly. They become the very thing they
Shout out
claim
to my
be.
guy Taylor, man.
she
Keeping it a
said
buck.
like about the whole bullying and things like that actually does happen. Like I've been bullied just for I consider myself as brown skin, but back then I was like really dark skin, and I did lighten up like probably 2 shades, maybe 3 shades because of it.
Can you tell me why you started to bleach your skin?
So it's funny, like your value as a human being, the validity of your experience hinges on the color of your skin. What is that if not colorism?
Right. Exactly. They become the very thing they claim to hate.
But she
Hypocrisy.
said like about the whole bullying and things
Contradiction.
like that actually does happen. Like I've been bullied just for I consider myself as brown skin, but back then I was like really dark skin, and I did lighten up like probably 2 shades, maybe 3 shades because of it.
Can you tell me why you started to bleach your skin?
It's like you growing up in school, you have mainly guys making fun of your skin color and calling you charcoal, calling you dark. So growing up, you just start to feel like,
Terrible.
oh, okay, so
Terrible, man. Real. Yeah, that
you growing
happens
up
for
in
real.
school,
That happens.
you have
And that's whack.
mainly guys making fun of your skin color and calling you
Like a
charcoal.
plenitude of dark-skinned women who feel that they're not beautiful because they have dark skin. And that's yeah, bro. That's yeah, bro. That's whack. It's whack. That's poopy, bro. That's crappy. That that certain dark-skinned women endure mistreatment, bro, because of because of their shade. Their shade is darker than other women's shades. Yeah, bro, it's crazy, bro. It's sad, man. It's a disease. It's a malady. It is a societal ailment, bro.
3 shades because of it.
A
Can you tell me
virus.
why you started to bleach your skin?
It's like you growing up in school, you have mainly guys making fun of your skin color and calling you charcoal, calling you dark. So growing up, you just start to feel like, oh, okay, so no one likes me because of my skin color. Like, okay, I see. So that kind of does something to your head.
Yeah.
You feel me? And also we have social.
They feel pressured to bleach. They feel pressured by society to bleach their skin and do other stuff that's deleterious. That's not gonna yield good outcomes, man. Yeah, bro, it's terrible, man. Like these companies benefit from certain dark skinned women's low self worth, bro. Not certain dark skinned women, not all dark skinned women, but certain dark skinned women have low self worth issues, low self esteem issues. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, man. They bleach their skin. They do, yeah, bro. Yeah, Serena Williams. She bleached her skin a while back, and that's crazy, bro. Serena, like I don't think it was necessary for her to do that, but that she chose to do that. That was yeah, bro. Yeah, man, bro. I don't think she did not think that she was beautiful. She did not think that dark. She doesn't think that dark is beautiful, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, bro. The canard that dark isn't beautiful. That dark is trash or whatever. That's garbage, bro.
Start to
That
feel like, oh,
that
okay, so
statement, that
okay,
opinion,
no one likes me
that
because of
dark
my
is
skin
trash.
color.
Is
Like,
garbage.
okay, I
Trash
see.
is
So
garbage.
that kind of does something to your head.
Mhm.
You feel me? And also we have social media. They do praise lighter
And
skin
social
women,
media,
Latinas,
social media is
whatever,
wild.
pale skin women.
A lot
so
of people
a lot of people
feel
like
inferior.
you're not desired. You
Yeah.
feel me? So that's
It
why
shouldn't be like that.
bleaching my skin. That's why I started skin lightening
The
because
societal pressure.
because of it, you know.
Expect
You know, people that do buy my stuff,
expectation.
like they do tell me that it's helping them feel more confident. I know it's kind of sad, but like that's the society we live in now.
Sadly,
So when you say when
unfortunately,
people buy your stuff, can you talk about your business? and what it is that you
unfortunately,
sell?
I sell skin bleaching cream. Pretty controversial, I know, but I do have negative comments. People saying you hate yourself, you wish you're white, this and this and that. You're a follower, like just a lot of stuff, but I don't really like listen to it. I really don't care.
impervious,
I guess how society sees
impenetrable.
dark women, like we're
That's what she's
basically
saying. She's
the
impenetrable
losing
to
team. Like
the
who wants to be on
comments.
the losing team?
She's not using me a little bit. So she
That's
got
crazy
bullied
that she
in
thinks
school
dark
for
is the
being
losing
dark and
team.
lightened her skin and bleached her skin, and now she sells.
That's sad, man. I'm not
bleaching
gonna hold you.
products to other
That's my
women.
candid
And on its
opinion.
face, I know a lot of people will hear that, and particularly black people, and go like, I cannot believe she's selling skin bleaching products, but they don't hold the same energy when people are selling tanners to white girls, or people are getting nose jobs, or face filler, or wearing makeup. They don't care about that, and that's direct changing of your appearance. experience,
Yep.
sometimes under the knife. But skin bleaching is such a horrible thing because it's something that Black people are doing to appear
All that
whiter,
stuff is
and
whack.
that
In my
it's part of
candid
the
opinion,
system, right? And it's part of power
all that
and
stuff
privilege
is
that's baked into an institution. So that's extra
it's
wrong. But when
unnecessary.
people tan, it's not wrong. When people wear makeup, it's not wrong. When people change their entire nose for the rest of their life, that's not wrong. So hopefully they don't come at her any type of way, although I anticipate that's what's going to happen. It really just sounds like you got bullied in school, which this happens to everyone for the rest of their life. That's not wrong. So hopefully they don't come at her any type of way, although I anticipate that's what's going to happen. It really just sounds like you got bullied in school, which this happens to everybody for the rest of their life. That's not wrong. So hopefully they don't come at her any type of way, although I anticipate that's what's going to happen. It really just sounds like you got bullied in school, which for the rest of their life. That's not wrong. So hopefully they don't come at her any type of way, although I anticipate that's what's going to happen. It really just sounds like you got bullied in school, which this happens to everybody. Think of anything that you do to change your appearance on any given day, or anything that you have done in the past to change your appearance. It's because somebody made you feel insecure about it, and you went and you changed it. It's no different than some of the women who are probably wearing makeup right now on this panel, or maybe somebody's got a nose job on this panel. It's really not that different.
I felt like lighter skin women, they're more desired and they get away with more and they have more privileges than I did. And also I also thought that personally, I also thought I looked prettier later. And for me, honestly, I don't think it's a big deal because I feel like people want to be darker and people want to be lighter. So
That's real talk.
There's
Man.
people who want
For
to
real.
move to both sides of the never-ending spectrums of beauty, and trends come in and trends come out. I mean, look at Kim Kardashian and all these celebrities who are taking weight loss shots because now it's suddenly in to be skinny again, even though a bunch, thousands of women went down to Miami and Mexico.
Got the
and
Brazilian
got
butt
BBLs
lifts,
and came back to the United States because they wanted to be
plastic
slim thick and all
surgery,
this
and
stuff. That's out now.
body modifications.
Body trends shift, change. Our own personal perceptions of ourselves shift and change. And some people will do whatever it takes at any given moment to fit a certain perception that they have of what is beautiful. Now, should she be judged more for bleaching her skin than people who do all of the other beauty trends and things that happen?
It should be consistent.
Not in my opinion.
It should be consistent.
I don't see why it's such a taboo. I'm not ashamed of it because I kind of see the hypocrisy in it.
Being a lighter person, I do experience a tremendous amount of privilege, and I'm not denying that of you at all. I think what upset me about the skin bleaching is that a lot of mothers do it to their daughters, and from my own experience, sometimes your parents do it to you, and you don't have the consent of the child, or someone like me could end up much lighter than I was in my childhood and kind of have an identity issue, and it's just, for me, it's a matter of consent.
Like child abuse.
And also, I feel like you have to ask yourself, what's the goal? The goal is to end colorism, racism. I feel like you changing your skin tone is just feeding into the cycle.
Why do you have foundation on and blush and eyeshadow? Because you look prettier than the average human being looks. Your skin looks a lot smoother because of the foundation you're wearing than other people's skin looks. Don't you want to get rid of the stigma of textured skin and how people are affected by the way that their skin looks? Shouldn't you take all that off?